It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against the Heat. For the Heat, 5-5 over their last.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
Tip-off goes to Montreal. Here are the starters for Montreal. They've got Harrison Barnes. Clint Capella is out there with Young. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the 2 guard. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Prince. Barnes passes to Capella from outside the arc. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the first points up on the board here for Montreal. And Steve, when you're this deep into the season, what are the teams that know they're playoff bound doing to prepare for the playoffs, prepare for that offseason run?
Well, recently they've been resting a lot of players because they know they can sneak a few days in. And then a lot of times, coaches, kind of dabble with different combinations, different wrinkles, adding different things. So that's the luxury of having I would say, somewhat of a lead in the standings. You can tweak little things and also run a little wrinkles to get a chance to get ready for postseason.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Lets a floater go. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
CP3 is a smaller player, but he likes taking contact. Beautiful. And one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, Steve, when you think about leaders and players who mean as much for the mental game of their team as their coach, Chris Paul right at the top of that list. He has always been a vocal floor general his whole career.
You're totally right. Paul is very aware of everything that is going on in a game and get in a teammate's face if they have a mental lapse. Not always an easy pill to swallow, but all players respect Chris Paul's leadership.
Capella dishes to Young. Barnes outside. Young sets a screen for Barnes. Again, Montreal scores.
I love that play for Barnes. Coming off the screen with this athleticism, hard for the D to recover.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Prince misses. For Montreal, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. On the wing, Barnes. Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Barnes. 6 to shoot. Baseline try. Again, Montreal scores.
Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
Kicks it to Harris. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
Screen by Capella. Barnes outside. Now the dish to Paul. Rebound by the Heat. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, a little tougher maybe than they would have liked, but it came together for him at the end.
And here's Harris from the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Paul kicks to Barnes. Young sets a screen for Barnes. Over Harris. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Picked by Zeller. Harris drives in. Can't hit from 12.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Here's Satoransky. Paul with the three, and another three for Montreal.
And really, CP3 is so good at reading the defense. If he knows he's getting the pass and they're playing off him, he'll torch you.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Montreal ahead. They're up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of the...
Our bench is amazing.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
On the court right now for Montreal, Satoransky there with Chris Paul. Then it's Young, then it's Clint Capella, and it's Barnes, and it's small forward. And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Here's Capella, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Cody Zeller.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Second free throw, no good. And there are so many amazing players in the league right now, Smitty, when you look at some of the guys who came in since you retired. Who would you like to have played with or played against?
I think with, it would have been a treat to play alongside LeBron James.
Yeah.
I think right now I would love to see playing up against a guy like Giannis and Kristaps Porzingis, just the different ways these guys affect the game at their size. There's so many guys, and would love to get a chance to just be in front and marvel at watching Steph Curry go through what he's doing, and a Kyrie Irving.
Right.
There's so many guys, Kevin. I just wouldn't want to guard those guys. I'm going to just say play with all those guys, not against.
Here's Harris, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. Screen by Capella, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
That's the modern day NBA. Complain about the call and hope the next one goes your way.
There's a screen. Harris passes to Curry over Paul. The rebound by Young.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Ball against Curry. All up top. 6 points for him. Fires it up. Montreal again missing.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
That's short off the rim. Montreal trails by 4. Barnes kicks to Paul. From deep three-point range, Paul missing again.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Barnes against Prince. Harris outside. Right side Curry. From past the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Screen by Young. Paul dishes to Barnes. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Harrison Barnes. Curry against Paul. Now Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Harris kicks to Harris. He can't hit that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what needs to change?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never dug too deep a hole for themselves in the first period. The most they trailed by was 5. They found their rhythm in the second quarter and have to be feeling good here at the break. And that wraps up the half.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. We have a close. And here is Curry. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, Tobias Harris is out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Gary Harris. Then it's Curry. And it's Prince in at the 3.
Some people have vision. Chris Paul has special vision on those passes.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Curry kicks to Harris. There's a good screen. Pick by Zeller. Harris passes to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. The offensive rebound, Zeller, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 6-point Miami lead.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple of shots. You are in rhythm.
Capella with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Satoransky, and another 3 for Montreal. And Greg, you look at the versatility of Barnes. He can defend, I think, 3 positions.
And that's what the league is all about now. Switching on picks, much more popular. And with an all-around solid defender like Barnes, it doesn't uncover mismatches.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pick by Zeller. Harris dishes to Curry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Montreal trails by 3. And Satoransky kicks to Capella. Young inside. Harris is there. Young's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Barnes. Again, Montreal scores.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Zeller, a screen on Paul. Here's Curry, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
1:11 left in the third quarter. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it over Paul. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 8 points.
Stephen Curry all over his man, gets the steal, and then he converts on the offensive end.
Paul passes to Capella. Banked in off the glass.
The defense is pretty much helpless once he finds breathing room to get to the basket.
Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harris with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Harris dishes to Zeller. Young with the steal. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Paul kicks to Barnes. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Prince. Will not go. This is off the front iron. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Heat lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Every loose ball, 50-50.
All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Montreal has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the court right now for Montreal, Young is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the 2. Another miss by Prince.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
And Satoransky kicks to Barnes. The feed now to Paul. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Fast break. Here we go. Shot from the wing. Curry can't get it to go. Well, Montreal shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Montreal. Miami's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Curry passes to Harris. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Nailed from three-point land. And 11 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Paul dishes to Barnes. Feeds to Young. Screen by Capella. Jumper off the screen. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Over Paul. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Stephen Curry with the pull-up jump shot. You cannot back off him. He will scorch you.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Shoots over Curry. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Curry. Left side Harris. From deep. That shot off. And it's Montreal the other way. Barnes outside. There's a screen. Satoransky the pass to Barnes. Capella sets a screen for Barnes. Shoots off the screen. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Chris Paul.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
And the basket by Harris.
Gaining more confidence, Tobias putting the team on his back at a crucial point in this game.
Screen by Capella. And Satoransky kicks to Paul. Young, a screen on Curry. Paul dishes to Young. And it's slammed in by Young.
Chris does a nice job probing the defense off the pick and roll and finding teammates.
Money!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Barnes. The rebound by Prince.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. Curry with him.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Harris. He feeds it to Prince. Shot clock at 6. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Here's Satoransky. Montreal again missing, and that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Montreal calls timeout. They trail by 8. 6 seconds left in the fourth. Hazonia kicks to Johnson. Back to Chalmers. Takes the 3. Off the mark. And so it's Miami winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David.
You know I had to put it on the map. Send me the address and not GPS. Then I pull up. Yeah, I be the plug.